Have you ever wondered why some people just seem magnetic even when they don't try at all? Why does someone become more attractive the moment they disappear? And why do the most noble gestures, when given too freely, start to feel invisible? Strange, but true, the more you try to prove you're worthy of love, the less worthy you seem. And you know what Machiavelli once said? Men forget the death of their father more easily than the loss of their inheritance. Heavy, right? But don't worry, this isn't just about politics or manipulation. This is about human nature. About what really fuels desire, respect and yes, attraction. In this video, you'll discover the 5 Machiavellian secrets that make women genuinely attracted to you, not through tricks, but because you become someone they want to follow. This video isn't the same old stuff. You won't hear tired pickup lines, sleazy tricks, or pointless mind games. What I'm going to give you is a map, drawn from centuries of philosophy, psychology and human behavior, that will completely transform the way you see yourself and the way women see you. These are 5 principles that, if applied, will reshape your posture, your energy, and your pull. And the best part? You'll stop chasing. Because real attraction walks ahead. Before I reveal the first secret, we need to face something. Most men today are lost. Lost emotionally. Lost in their purpose. Lost in direction. Men bending over backwards just to be liked. Saying yes when they want to say no. Silencing themselves just to seem nice enough. But let me tell you something, being a man isn't about aggression. It's about clarity. A man who knows who he is becomes magnetic. Because today is rare. And what's rare is desired. Rule 1, become the prize, not the hunter. Stop chasing. Start attracting. That's the foundation. And no, it's not about arrogance. It's about standards. Most guys offer themselves like freebies, always available, always eager to impress. The result? They lose value. Because desire is born from challenge. And challenge is born from scarcity. The easier you are, the less intriguing you become. But when you show you have a rich life, clear purpose, solid routine, and you're not easily shaken, you completely shift the way she sees you. Imagine 2 perfumes with the same scent. One is at a department store, free to sample. The other is hidden in a quiet shop in Paris, no advertising, no testers. Which one feels more special? Exactly. The human brain desires what feels rare. And it's the same with men. If you're always available, replying in seconds, saying yes to everything, you become predictable. And predictability kills desire. Rule 2, emotional discipline is sexier than looks. You know what really pulls a woman in? Emotional stability. A man who can hold his ground. Who doesn't panic when things get quiet. Who doesn't freak out if she takes a while to reply. This isn't coldness. It's maturity. And maturity is rare. And what's rare, again, stands out. A man who masters his emotions doesn't suppress them. He leads them. He feels it all, but chooses what to do with what he feels. That is power. That is leadership. And that is deeply attractive. This doesn't happen overnight. But it can be trained. Start by watching your impulses. That urge to text her. Pause. Breathe. Go train. Read. Do something for you. Every time you overcome that urge, you strengthen your masculinity. Every time you choose strategic silence over emotional panic, you show her and yourself who's truly in control. A man who stays calm in chaos earns respect. Rule 3, boundaries earn respect. Yes, kindness is a virtue. But there's a fine line between being kind and being a doormat. That line? It's drawn by your boundaries. If you can't say no, if you accept anything just to keep someone around, if you tolerate being disrespected just to avoid being difficult, you're not being strong. You're abandoning yourself. And the one who abandons himself loses everyone's respect. Imagine you're a piece of land. Valuable. Beautiful. Structured. Now imagine that land being constantly invaded, without resistance, without walls. What happens? It becomes a no man's land. And no one values that. When a woman sees you have boundaries, that you won't tolerate disrespect, that you walk away with grace when needed, something shifts inside her. She may not say it, but she feels it. This man values himself. And here's the secret: respect is an aphrodisiac. When she respects you, desire grows. Not just physical desire, but emotional, mental, relational. You don't need to raise your voice. You don't need to slam tables or insult anyone. Boundaries aren't about them. They are about you. It's calmly saying, "Hey, that joke doesn't sit well with me." That's it. Line drawn. And anyone with clear lines has value. Because they are not begging for approval. They are choosing to be there. And if it means being alone instead of disrespected, so be it. Rule 4, mystery isn't a game, it's depth. Have you ever felt drawn to someone who spoke little, but whose silence spoke volumes? Someone who didn't overshare, but somehow made you want to know more. That's not charm. That's mystery. And mystery isn't about hiding. It's about revealing with wisdom. The brain craves what it doesn't fully understand. Curiosity is natural. But if you pour out your whole life story on date 1, childhood, trauma, dreams, you kill curiosity. But when you share gradually, with pauses, with space, you create fascination. You become a story she wants to keep reading. And the best stories aren't told all at once. This isn't about faking anything. It's about having a rich inner world that doesn't need to be dumped at once. It's about honoring your depth. Let her discover you. Little by little. Give space for imagination. Create tension. Because women don't fall for men who reveal everything. They fall for men who have depth. And depth requires a dive. Rule 5, your mission comes before romance. This one hits hard. Because it challenges the heart. But it's also the most liberating. If you put a woman at the center of your life, you lose your core. She's not meant to be your sun. She's meant to be a partner on your path. And for that, you need to have a path. A mission. A pursuit. A cause. Machiavelli once wrote, "Those who rely on fortune or others' goodwill will never be free." That includes love. If your happiness depends on her presence, you become a servant. And she feels it. Even if she likes you, she'll sense something's off. Because the man who makes a woman his purpose loses his own value. But when you're building, growing, creating, she sees that you're a man in motion. And motion is magnetic. It says, "I have a life with or without you." And that makes her want to be part of it. It doesn't have to be grand. It can be a fitness goal, a professional project, a personal study. What matters is that it's yours. Something that gives you pride. That puts you in touch with your strength. Because when you live with purpose, you stop begging for scraps of love. You're fed by your own energy. And that energy attracts everything. These 5 rules aren't magic tricks. They are foundations. And when you live them, not as tactics, but as identity, everything changes. You stop chasing. And start walking. With presence. With clarity. With peace. And when you walk into a room like that, you don't need to say a word. Your energy speaks for you. And if you're ready to go deeper, to apply all of this in real life, I've prepared something for you. A manual. A complete map. Built from science, psychology, philosophy, and real practice. It's in the pinned comment. But only click it if you're truly ready to face the mirror. Because this isn't for the curious. It's for men ready to become sovereign. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to chase. You don't need to beg. You just need to remember who you are. And return to your center. Because the man who chooses himself doesn't need to be chosen. He lives. And that life, intense, focused, powerful, becomes the kind that others orbit around. Including her. Because love that's truly worth it doesn't take you off your path. It walks beside you. Or stays behind. Now tell me, which of these 5 rules hit you the hardest? Which one do you know you need to start living? Drop it in the comments. Let's talk. Because this conversation has just begun. And the next video, We'll show you why some men are remembered for a lifetime even after they vanish in silence. Go there now. I'll see you there. In silence. Like a man who understands that real power lives in presence.